The three most protected people in the world. The first one will shock you. Number 3, the Pope. The Pope likely resides in the most fortified city in the world, the Vatican City, located near Rome. He also travels in an armored vehicle, the Pope-mobile. He is constantly accompanied by guards. These guards form an elite military force composed of former Swiss elite soldiers. Number 2, Vladimir Putin, the man who has been shaking up Europe since becoming the president of Russia. He is protected by the Federal Protective Service. This agency consists of agents transferred from the FSB and other elite Russian intelligence services. Knowing the reputation of Russian agents, one would have to be foolish to consider targeting Putin. Number 1, Kim Jong-un. The North Korean leader has surprised everyone with his security measures, which is understandable given his numerous adversaries. Approximately $20 million are spent each year to protect Kim. He always travels in an armored limousine and commands the Supreme Guard, composed of 100,000 soldiers dedicated to his protection. There is a massive craziness hidden beneath Antarctica. In 1985, a naval engineer stationed at McMurdo Station in Antarctica made a terrifying discovery. While transporting supplies and crew members to sites around Antarctica, he and his crew reported seeing circular aircraft flying above an area known as the Beardmore Glacier. However, they were never allowed to investigate further as the area was designated as an air exclusion zone. At one point, they received an emergency call to rescue an injured crew member who had gone on an expedition. The captain knew they wouldn't make it in time using conventional flight routes, so he decided to fly through the Beardmore Glacier to reach the injured individual. However, upon entering the air exclusion zone, they witnessed a giant hole the size of a football field leading beneath the ice. Eventually, they successfully rescued the injured crew member, but upon returning to McMurdo Station, they were greeted by a man in black who told them, "What you saw at the pole, you did not see. If you speak of it, you will have serious problems. Lizard people are indeed real and control everything." It is said that shape-shifting lizard people have been on Earth since ancient times, originating from the Alpha Draconis star system. They have worked behind the scenes and in the shadows, slowly climbing to the top with one goal: total global domination. Conspiracy theorists claim that they have successfully achieved this by infiltrating world governments, controlling everything from media to finances. Many pieces of evidence have been put forward, showing these lizard people disguised as celebrities or country leaders, revealing strange eye movements and unexplained behaviors. The most frightening part is that we can't distinguish truth from fiction. And if the most influential personalities in the world are not who they claim to be, who knows what they can actually do and why they do it? Some conspiracy theorists claim that Elon Musk is actually a lizard person, and why is he obsessed with going to Mars? Because going to Mars would actually be a way for him to join his own kind on another planet. The Blue Beam Project marks the beginning of complete population control. This delusional project aims to simulate a large-scale fake extraterrestrial invasion worldwide, with visible UFOs in the sky in the presence of a fake god to save humanity from this alleged invasion. They would use highly realistic secret military technology and have recently conducted tests. The result is astonishing. The ultimate goal would be to eradicate all religions and establish a single, unified religion, thus gaining complete control over the population through fear. This project, combined with the HARP project, would allow for the manifestation of a religious figure capable of causing earthquakes, storms, and natural disasters to deeply influence the beliefs of populations. Do you remember the movie Spider-Man: Far From Home, when they used holograms to present Mysterio as a hero? Now recall this phrase: in the movie, we'll tell them the truth, and in reality, we'll lie to them. Give me your opinion on this, and remember that if extraterrestrials ever invade us, don't believe them. The Simpsons predictions for 2024 are truly chilling. In an episode dating back to 1998, the show hinted at an economic crisis, a nuclear war, and the death of the leader of the United States, all happening in the same year. The episode in question, titled Bart to the Future, provides a glimpse into the future where Lisa Simpson has become the President of the United States. In a conversation with her team, Lisa mentions that the previous administration led by President Biden left behind budget problems and quite a mess. Later in the episode, a news bulletin reports a nuclear clash with an unspecified country, resulting in massive destruction and chaos. While the idea of a nuclear war and an economic crisis is quite frightening, we can certainly hope that these Simpsons predictions do not come true. However, it's hard to ignore the show's track record in predicting major events, which leads us to wonder what else they might have predicted for the future. And precisely, one of the latest episodes of The Simpsons contains an even more terrifying prediction than anything they have predicted before. Do you want a part 2 to find out about it? The 3 most consumed meats in the world. Number 3, beef. Beef is one of the most beloved meats globally, with a total consumption of around 79.5 million metric tons. Its rich and tender meat is highly valued for its various cuts, ranging from juicy steaks to succulent roasts. Beef is incorporated into many iconic dishes from different cultures, making it a staple on tables worldwide. Number 2, pork. Coming in second, pork reaches a total of approximately 121.2 million metric tons. Pork is appreciated for its culinary versatility and the variety of products it offers, from crispy bacon to juicy ham and flavorful chops. Before revealing number 1, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Number 1, chicken. Chicken is the most consumed meat in the world, with around 146.6 million metric tons consumed each year. Its tender white meat is valued for its delicate taste and culinary adaptability, from grilled chicken to chicken nuggets and chicken curries. This meat is featured in countless dishes from all cultures. And you, what's your favorite meat? Let me know in the comments. The theory of evolution is completely false, and this theory is much more plausible. The education system has been lying to us all this time. 66 million years ago, it's said that a meteorite hit Earth, causing the extinction of the dinosaurs. But what if I told you it wasn't a meteorite, but a spacecraft that brought the first humans to Earth? A massive spacecraft in which we would have stayed for years after the impact, waiting for the air to become breathable and the danger to pass. Now you might wonder why there's no trace of this gigantic spacecraft. The answer is simple. The first humans would have completely dismantled it to build tools and use its materials to survive on Earth. And the fact that we come from another place in space would explain why ancient civilizations like the Incas or Egyptians were so advanced and had extensive knowledge of astronomy. This would also explain why we can find depictions of spacecraft in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs and in Mayan pyramids. But if we don't come from this planet, where do we come from? Are there other humans in the universe? The 3 countries with the highest alcohol consumption. Number 3, Russia. With an average consumption of 15.1 liters of pure alcohol per person each year, alcohol, especially vodka, is deeply ingrained in Russian culture. Unfortunately, this excessive consumption contributes to a high rate of premature mortality among Russian men. Number 2, Moldova. Annual alcohol consumption reaches 16.8 liters per person. Wine is very popular in Moldova, which has a long wine-making tradition. However, just like in Russia, excessive alcohol consumption is a serious public health issue. Before revealing the number 1, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Number 1, Belarus. Belarus surpasses all other countries with an impressive consumption of 17.5 liters of pure alcohol per person per year. Alcoholism is a serious problem in Belarus, and the government has taken measures to try to reduce consumption, but with mixed results. And you, do you drink alcohol? In large quantities or in moderation? Let me know in the comments and subscribe. The 3 countries with the highest number of diabetics. Number 3, Egypt. Egypt faces a diabetes rate of 21%. The Egyptians have a fondness for sweets, making it one of the countries with the highest obesity rates. Changes in dietary habits, such as a preference for high-fat and high-sugar foods, coupled with a decrease in physical activity, are among the contributing factors to this situation. Number 2, Kuwait. In Kuwait, diabetes is considered an epidemic with a diabetes rate of 24%. With a booming economy and an abundance of calorie-rich processed foods available, many Kuwaitis are now suffering from type 2 diabetes. Before revealing the number 1, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Number 1, Pakistan. Pakistan tops the list with an alarming 30% of its population affected by diabetes. Limited access to quality health care and a lack of information on prevention further exacerbate the situation. And you, do you know anyone in your circle who has diabetes? Let me know in the comments. The top 3 cities in the world with the highest number of millionaires. Number 3, Geneva in Switzerland. This city is renowned for its luxury and opulence, making it one of the most expensive cities globally. Approximately 17.92% of Geneva's residents are millionaires. This means that about 1 in 5 people in Geneva is a millionaire, highlighting the city's wealth. Number 2, Zurich. Known for its financial sector and exceptional quality of life, Zurich has an even higher proportion of millionaires. In fact, around 27.34% of its population are millionaires. Switzerland truly seems to be a hotspot for affluence. Before revealing number 1, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Number 1, Monaco, the most densely populated place with millionaires in the world. This small, independent state on the French Riviera is a true haven for the global elite. An incredible 29.21% of Monaco's population are millionaires. That's almost 1 resident in 3. So, where would you live if you were a millionaire? Let me know in the comments and subscribe.